I challenged myself to create an art piece without attempting to make it as perfect as possible. You see, everyone has an artist within themselves, a desire to create and share said creations. I used to enjoy having this free, abstract character and the ability to transform any brain dump of an idea into a visual masterpiece. Until it happened. Chronic maladaptive perfectionism became my identity, and along with my freedom, it stole many of my previous endeavors, art being one of the main victims. For many years I gave up, knowing full well that there was nothing I could make that would live up to the preset standards I had mentally established. In psychology, unhealthy perfectionism is generally defined as striving to meet unrealistically high expectations for every endeavor and doing everything possible to avoid failure. This condition may be connected to atychiphobia, which is the intense fear of failure within some individuals. Overall, both mindsets provide sentiments which withhold the individual from being able to learn from mistakes. In particular, perfectionism simultaneously drives the individual to constantly seek performance validation, which can lead to mental and physical deterioration. As a result, the consequences of maladaptive perfectionism can be detrimental. From severe procrastination, toxic comparisons between the self and others, and a militant mindset, to low self-esteem, uncontrollable anxiety, eating disorders, and other negative impulses, the road on which perfectionists travel truly is a downward spiral. Unfortunately, maladaptive perfectionism is poisoning the minds of more and more young people with each passing day, regardless of culture, ethnicity, gender, and other defining factors. The notable increase of competition within the workforce due to Western capitalism, as well as the notoriously fake social media posts which influence even the youngest of minds, has trapped our younger generations, who cannot escape the urge to lose their grip on reality and live in the online world of filters and money-grabbing influencers. So, I decided to fight back, to finally create an art piece without any preset expectations. This challenge was particularly difficult because I could not use an eraser or spend too much time on one element of the artwork, so the black background may be streaky, the colors may look chaotic, and the overall proportions may be completely inaccurate without a reference to refer to. But honestly, it was kind of liberating knowing that this piece was supposed to have flaws. It started with a random brush stroke which happened to look like a snake, so that's what I rolled with. I had to add more, make her stand out. So she's sitting on a stack of money and being stabbed by an A+ because we all know that the sacrifice of all else, merely to chase grades and money, only leads to further unhappiness and unfulfillment. Now, there is a healthier form of perfectionism called adaptive perfectionism, where it promotes one to take on challenges and try to strengthen themselves because they are extra driven and extra hardworking. But the key difference is that such people are more willing to take on challenges and more willing to take risks, more willing to try new things because they aren't afraid of failure. They're just more driven towards success or trying to succeed. Now, I know this challenge sounds super easy for some of you, incredibly easy. Some of you might even be saying, this is not a challenge at all. What are you doing? What are you posting this for? And let me tell you, it was more than a challenge. It was terrifying. There were so many moments when I wanted to shred the paper, erase everything. But that was the point. I had to push through those thoughts just for science. Overall, there was a lot to be learned from this challenge. Mainly, nothing bad happened after I did it. There was no judgment from some non-existent art god, and no one thought that I was worth less than before for doing what I did. I somehow mustered the bravery to post an image on Instagram, which is one of the most terrifying platforms to exist. Yet, the only responses I received were of support and positivity. So here I am, giving you your sign to break the chain and start doing what you love, regardless of how well you do it. Another outro. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to like the video and subscribe so I can keep this channel going. And if you've made it this far into the video, feel free to comment about your own experiences with perfectionism and how it has negatively or positively impacted your own life. Anyway, that's it for now. See you next Friday.